Some people don't forget to take care of themselves. They know they're tired. They know they're running on empty. They know something isn't right. And yet, they keep going. From the outside, it looks like neglect, like laziness, like someone who just doesn't care. But psychology says this is rarely about not caring. It's usually about something much deeper, because self-neglect is often not a flaw, it's a survival pattern. When a person has been under pressure for too long, their mind shifts priorities. The goal stops being well-being and becomes getting through the day. Rest feels optional. Joy feels unnecessary. Self-care feels like extra effort with no payoff. This isn't indifference, it's emotional overload. And the longer this overload lasts, the harder it becomes to even notice yourself. Over time, many people stop checking in with their own needs. Hunger gets ignored. Exhaustion gets normalized. Stress becomes the background noise of life. Psychologically, this creates distance from the body and emotions. You don't reject self-care. You simply stop hearing the signals that ask for it. But sometimes, the neglect didn't start in adulthood at all. For many people, self-neglect was learned early. They were rewarded for being strong, praised for being low maintenance, loved for not asking for much. So care became something given to others, not themselves. Needs felt inconvenient. Rest felt selfish. Support felt undeserved. And those beliefs don't disappear just because life gets harder. That's why some people feel uncomfortable when things finally slow down. Because slowing down means feeling. And feeling means confronting emotions that were postponed for years. Grief, loneliness, anger, fear. Neglect becomes a way to stay numb. Not because they want to suffer, but because they're afraid of what healing might unlock. Ironically, the people who neglect themselves most are often very capable. Many self-neglecting people function extremely well. They work, they perform, they meet expectations. But inside, they're disconnected. They live in their heads, not their bodies. They solve problems, but don't process emotions. They survive, but don't recover. And sometimes, neglect isn't passive at all. Sometimes, it's protective. Taking care of yourself means slowing down. Slowing down means facing questions like, what am I really feeling? What have I been avoiding? What do I need? For someone carrying unresolved emotional weight, those questions can feel overwhelming. So staying busy becomes safer than being honest. But there's another layer people rarely talk about. Some people build their entire identity around endurance. They're the strong one, the reliable one, the one who keeps going. If they stop, who are they? Rest threatens the version of themselves they learned to survive as. So neglect feels familiar. Care feels foreign. And here's the quiet truth beneath all of this. Self-neglect is rarely about not valuing life. It's often about not feeling safe enough to slow down, not feeling worthy enough to rest, not trusting that care will actually last. So the body is ignored, the mind is pushed, the heart is postponed. But self-care doesn't begin with routines. It begins with permission. Permission to matter without earning it. Permission to rest without justification. Permission to need help without shame. Healing doesn't start with discipline. It starts with reconnection. And that reconnection can be quiet. If you don't take care of yourself, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means something inside you learned to survive without softness, and survival kept you going, but it was never meant to be permanent. Self-care isn't about fixing yourself. It's about finally turning toward yourself instead of away. Sometimes the hardest step isn't doing more. It's allowing yourself to receive what you've been missing.